Hello, my name is Michael Gettins. My background is working with people for nearly 50 years. Because I believe in community and I'm an environmentalist and I'm an active volunteer, I do lots of different things in this community and across Scotland. I volunteer with a local organisation that helps set up an hour and repair cafe where folk can bring along things and we'll help them to repair them. We've set up a social choir that really responds to that thing about isolation. Our oldest is 94, our youngest is 13. I also volunteer and deliver end-of-life person-centred planning to help folk who are maybe at that stage in their life where they need to think about the journey ahead. And any opportunity I get to help, I do. I put it on Facebook. I have an idea. I think Ireland is a warm and inclusive community. Is it time we had a pride? And 497 people get back within 24 hours and said, absolutely. So that kind of gave me some confidence moving forward. I spoke to family and friends, I spoke to businesses, I spoke to the police, I spoke to the council, all the things you need to do in terms of organising a pride. I just get tore in and did to include applying for funding, but in the interim I put the insurance, which you need to have, on my credit card because I was determined it was going to happen.
Well, Michael is a bit of a tour de force, really. He's an absolute whirlwind. I wouldn't say a tornado because that leaves destruction behind it, but he is a whirlwind.
He is so selfless. He will jump in and help anyone with anything.
Michael is somebody whose purpose in life seems to be to help other people and make other people's days better for them.
I think there's a need in amongst communities where people are isolated and I discovered, sadly, some news about a young person who took their own life. And the moment that it hit me was the entire high school were walking from the school to the church for the service. I discovered later that they were potentially a bit confused about their sexuality, and I thought, that's not right. In this day and age, that shouldn't be happening.
I had a customer come in who was a parent who said to me, thank you so much for putting Pride on. My child has been able to talk to me. They were near suicidal, and we now realise what their problems weren't problems, they were gay. And so it started that dialogue. So for me, that was a big thing. You want everyone on this island to feel safe, and actually doing Pride is helping towards that.
I believe that community is everything, and where no one is an island, and actually being part of a community gives you all sorts of opportunities.
I think for the older community, just to have somebody there that is interested in them and genuinely interested in them and supportive of them, it makes them feel, they're not alone and they're seen. And I think that is very important. And Michael is very good at that.
He's always out helping people, that's the thing. And people who are maybe frail or are unable to do things, he's like the island's handyman as well. And he's out there helping them and supporting them. Part
of Pride, we always have the bus that can take people who can't necessarily walk on the one, can get on the wee bus, and that's dressed up and that can come down. We had window displays that were up and around, and Broderick itself and some of the Lamb Lash stores went absolutely nuts, and we had Pride everywhere. You couldn't escape it.
Inspiration, absolutely, because he's an inspiration to a lot of people just by his energy and his values, which are so important. And I think everything he does, his values underpin everything he does in the community here in Ireland.
He never misses an opportunity to highlight discrimination or issues facing his community for older people, but for people more broadly as well. And he's also quite humble, so we thought we'd take this opportunity to shine a light on him and how amazing he is too.
To be honest, I'm still baffled. I just have done what I do now as I've done for the last 50 years, working with people, helping people. I think it honours the stuff that I'm involved in more than the boy that I am. If there's anything I could say going forward is, be part of the community you live in, recognise the strengths of it, but also understand the weaknesses and see if you can make a difference. I've always said in my working life and beyond, I measure smiles. That for me is how life works.